A creative man is motivated by the desire to achieve, not by the desire to beat others. Ayn Rand. Do just once what others say you can't do, and you will never pay attention to their limitations again. James R. Cook. I never took a day off in my 20s. Not one. Bill Gates. Experience is the child of thought, and thought is the child of action. Benjamin Disraeli. If you lose today, win tomorrow. In this never-ending spirit of challenge is the heart of a victor. Daisaku Ikeda. You have to expect things of yourself before you can do them. Michael Jordan. Don't let people tell you your ideas are stupid. If you're really passionate about something, find a way to build it. Dennis Crowley. Be miserable. Or motivate yourself. Whatever has to be done, it's always your choice. Wayne Dyer. The man of wisdom is never of two minds, the man of benevolence never worries, then man of courage is never afraid. The fact is, that to do anything in the world worth doing, we must not stand back shivering and thinking of the cold and danger, but jump in and scramble through as well as we can. Robert Cushing. When the best things are not possible, the best may be made of those that are. Richard Hooker. Take control of your destiny. Believe in yourself. Ignore those who try to discourage you. Avoid negative sources, people, places, things, and habits. Don't give up and don't give in. Wanda Hope Carter. Motivation is what gets you started. Habit is what keeps you going. Jim Rohn. They can because they think they can. Virgil. You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose. You're on your own. And you know what you know. You are the guy who'll decide where to go. Theodore Seuss Geisel. It doesn't matter how slowly you go so long as you do not stop. Confucius. Almost everything you do will seem insignificant, but it is important that you do it. Mahatma Gandhi. As soon as you truly commit to making something happen, the how will reveal itself. Tony Robbins. Constant dripping hollows out a stone. Lucretius. You don't learn to walk by following rules. You learn by doing and falling over. Richard Branson. It's not because things are difficult that we dare not venture. It's because we dare not venture that they are difficult. Seneca. Stand up to your obstacles and do something about them. You will find that they haven't half the strength you think they have. Norman Vincent Peale. Obstacles are those frightful things you see when you take your eyes off your goals. Henry Ford. If you run, you stand a chance of losing. But if you don't run, you've already lost. Barack Obama. There is no one giant step that does it. It's a lot of little steps. Peter A. Cohen. Knowing is not enough. We must apply. Willing is not enough. We must do. Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. Great works are performed not by strength, but by perseverance. Samuel Johnson. If all people in the world thought the moon was not achievable those days, there wouldn't be any mission to Mars these days. C.J. The greatest pleasure in life is doing what people say you can't do. Walter Bagehot. I think and think for months and years. 99 times, the conclusion is false. The 100th time I am right. Albert Einstein. Aerodynamically, the bumblebee shouldn't be able to fly, but the bumblebee doesn't know it, so it goes on flying anyway. Mary Kay Ash. The darkest hour of the night came just before the dawn. Paulo Coelho. We must embrace pain and burn it as fuel for our journey. Kenji Miyazawa. Men do less than they ought, unless they do all that they can. Thomas Carlyle. If not us, who? If not now, when? John F. Kennedy. I am always doing that which I cannot do, in order that I may learn how to do it. Pablo Picasso. If what you did yesterday seems big, you haven't done anything today. Lou Holtz. Obstacles can't stop you. Problems can't stop you. Most of all, other people can't stop you. Only you can stop you. Jeffrey Gitomer. If it wasn't hard, everyone would do it. It's the hard that makes it great. Tom Hanks. If you're going through hell, keep going. Winston Churchill. To get something you never had, you have to do something you never did. Author unknown. Never allow others to create your world, because if you do, they will always make it too small. Christopher Robinson. Believe you can, and you are halfway there. Theodore Roosevelt. The only way of finding the limits of the possible is by going beyond them into the impossible. Arthur C. Clarke. You are the handicap you must face. You are the one who must choose your place. James Lane Allen. Anything I've ever done that ultimately was worthwhile initially scared me to death. Betty Bender. There are no gains without pains. Adlai Stevenson. The best way out is always through. Robert Frost. Don't be afraid to go out on a limb. That's where the fruit is. H. Jackson Brown. The future is called a perhaps, which is the only possible thing to call the future. And the only important thing is not to allow that to scare you. Tennessee Williams. Do not wait to strike till the iron is hot, but make it hot by striking. William Butler Yeats. Energy and persistence conquer all things. Benjamin Franklin. Lots of things that couldn't be done have been done. Charles Austin Bates. It is difficult to say what is impossible, for the dream of yesterday is the hope of today and the reality of tomorrow. Robert H. Goddard. What is not started today is never finished tomorrow. Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. If you're not gonna go all the way, why go at all? Joe Namath. Behind me is infinite power. Before me is endless possibility. Around me is boundless opportunity. Why should I fear? Mac Anderson. Mental toughness is to physical as 4 is to 1. Bob Knight. When I was young, I observed that 9 out of every 10 things I did were failures, so I did 10 times more work. George Bernard Shaw. Never stop doing what you love and you'll be unstoppable. Steve Supple. It's motive alone which gives character to the actions of men. Jean de la Bruyere. No man who is occupied in doing a very difficult thing, and doing it very well, ever loses his self-respect. George Bernard Shaw. Do the hard jobs first. The easy jobs will take care of themselves. Dale Carnegie. The secret of getting ahead is getting started. Mark Twain. Turn your scars into stars. Robert H. Schuller. You can't cross the sea merely by standing and staring at the water. Rabindranath Tagore. When everything is falling apart, there is no reason to fall with it. Emily Dawa. If you fall walking, get up, for all must fall to gain strength. Brian Angelo. People often say that motivation doesn't last. Well, either does bathing. That's why we recommend it daily. Zig Ziglar. The inner fire is the most important thing mankind possesses. Edith Sodergran. First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. Epictetus. If you don't go after what you want, you'll never have it. If you don't ask, the answer is always no. If you don't step forward, you're always in the same place. Nora Roberts. If you never quit when the going got tough, you will never have anything to regret for the rest of your life. Lance Armstrong. Failing 99 times doesn't matter at all if you keep your spirits high and succeed the 100th time. Deepia Bosale. If you do what you've always done, you'll get what you've always gotten. Anthony Robbins. There is no starting or stopping. Only doing. Peaceful Warrior. There is no scarcity of opportunity to make a living at what you love. There's only scarcity of resolve to make it happen. Wayne Dyer. It's a job that's never started that takes the longest to finish. J.R.R. Tolkien. What I must do is all that concerns me, not what the people think. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Man cannot discover new oceans unless he has the courage to lose sight of the shore. André Gide. I demolish my bridges behind me, then there is no choice but to move forward. Fridtjof Nansen. If you never quit when the going got tough, you will never have anything to regret for the rest of your life. Lance Armstrong. Do what you can, with what you have, where you are. Theodore Roosevelt. It's only after we've lost everything that we're free to do anything. Tyler Durden. You will become as small as your controlling desire, as great as your dominant aspiration. James Allen. Don't wait for your ship to come and swim out to meet it. John Mason. Get up every day and try to do a little better than the day before. Emeril Lagasse. If everything seems under control, you're not going fast enough. Mario Andretti. If you cannot find the way, make one. Becca Schodel. There is no scarcity of opportunity to make a living at what you love. There's only scarcity of resolve to make it happen. Wayne Dyer. It's kind of fun to do the impossible. Walt Disney. Stop thinking in terms of limitations and start thinking in terms of possibilities. Terry Josephson. No matter where you are in life right now, no matter who you are, it is never too late to be who you are meant to be. Esther and Jerry Hicks. The roughest road often leads to the top. Christina Aguilera. Unless a man undertakes more than he possibly can do, he will never do all he can do. Henry Drummond. I'm not a good shot, but I shoot often. Theodore Roosevelt. Don't dwell on what went wrong. Instead, focus on what to do next. Spend your energies on moving forward toward finding the answer. Dennis Waitley. If Plan A didn't work, the alphabet has 25 more letters. Stay cool. Kane Ario. If we did all the things we are capable of, we would literally astound ourselves. Thomas A. Edison. Everything comes too late for those who only wait. Elbert Hubbard. Anything's possible if you've got enough nerve. J. K. Rowling. Tiny is bigger than insignificant. Nepal Digest. There are no shortcuts to any place worth going. Beverly Sills. Don't wait. The time will never be just right. Napoleon Hill. Ability is what you're capable of doing. Motivation determines what you do. Attitude determines how well you do it.